In the biblical narrative, Rebekah, a woman of deep strategy and resolute will, stands as a pivotal figure in the unfolding drama of Genesis. Her actions, driven by a profound sense of purpose, reshape the destiny of her family and, by extension, the future of a nation. The story of Rebekah and the blessing of Isaac is not just a tale of familial intrigue. It is a profound exploration of the human condition, where love, loyalty, and the pursuit of divine favor intertwine in a web of moral and ethical complexity. Rebekah's story begins with her eavesdropping on a conversation between her husband, Isaac, and their eldest son, Esau. Isaac, nearing the end of his life, decides to bestow his blessing upon Esau, the firstborn, a tradition steeped in cultural and spiritual significance. However, Rebekah, who favors her younger son, Jacob, intervenes. The biblical text is meticulous in its structure, weaving a narrative that is both intricate and deliberate. The story unfolds in a series of 7 interlocking scenes, each building upon the last, creating a tapestry of tension and anticipation. Rebekah's decision to manipulate the situation is rooted in her deep-seated belief in Jacob's worthiness. She is not merely a passive observer, but an active participant in the unfolding drama. Her actions are calculated, each step carefully planned to ensure the success of her scheme. She instructs Jacob to prepare a dish that will deceive Isaac, using the skins of kids to mask Jacob's identity and the garments of Esau to complete the deception. The use of these elements is symbolic, pointing forward to future acts of deception and the recurring theme of identity and recognition in the biblical narrative. The narrative is rich with layers of meaning. The word blessing, Rebekah, is repeated 7 times, a number often associated with completeness and divine favor in biblical numerology. This repetition underscores the sacred and irrevocable nature of the blessing, a central element in the story. Rebekah's substitution of "I shall bless you in the Lord's presence" for Isaac's "that I may solemnly bless you" heightens the sense of the blessing's sacredness and the gravity of the act of deception. Isaac's blindness and infirmity play a crucial role in the narrative. His inability to see and his reliance on other senses, particularly touch and smell, create a vulnerability that Rebekah exploits. When Isaac questions Jacob's identity, the text reveals the extent of Rebekah's cunning. She has anticipated Isaac's doubts and prepared for them, ensuring that Jacob's voice, touch, and even his smell align with Esau's. The scene is a masterclass in manipulation, where the mother's determination and the son's fear converge to achieve a shared goal. The emotional depth of the story is evident in the interactions between the characters. Jacob's fear of being caught is palpable, and his nervousness is reflected in his interactions with his father. Esau, on the other hand, is portrayed as a man of action, confident in his ability to fulfill his father's wishes. His return from the hunt, only to discover that the blessing has been given to Jacob, marks a turning point in the narrative. Esau's emotional response, from his initial shock to his desperate plea for a blessing, reveals the rawness of his disappointment and the depth of his bond with his father. The narrative also explores the theme of identity and moral fitness. Isaac's question, "Who are you, my son?" touches on the core of the story. The identity of the son is not just a matter of physical attributes, but of moral and spiritual worthiness. Jacob's deception raises questions about the nature of his character and the legitimacy of his claim to the blessing. Esau's reaction, however, suggests that he too is not without fault. His earlier sale of his birthright to Jacob for a bowl of stew indicates a lack of appreciation for the significance of the blessing. The story's conclusion is both poignant and unsettling. Rebekah's manipulation leads to a series of consequences that ripple through the lives of her sons and their descendants. Jacob's flight to Paddan Aram to escape Esau's wrath sets the stage for his own journey of growth and transformation. The narrative hints at the cyclical nature of deception and the long-term effects of Rebekah's actions, as Jacob himself will later be deceived by his own sons. In the end, the story of Rebekah and the blessing of Isaac is a testament to the complexity of human relationships and the profound impact of individual choices. It challenges us to consider the motives that drive our actions and the consequences that follow. Rebekah's story is a reminder that the path to divine favor is not always straightforward, and that the pursuit of one's goals can have far-reaching and often unintended consequences. In the grand tapestry of the biblical narrative, Rebekah's story is a thread that weaves through the fabric of human history, inviting us to reflect on the nature of faith, family, and the human condition. Her legacy is a testament to the power of a woman's determination and the enduring impact of her actions on the world around her.